This next comic, he's been barking for us all day, handing out flyers, very appreciative. Get very loud for Bear Love, everybody.
How you doing? I gotta move this. Hippies are a little clumsy. Okay, who did see me out there with the flyers? Raise your hand. Awesome. Who was the one who gave me a Pop-Tart because they thought I was homeless? I appreciate that. Blueberry's my favorite. I appreciate that. But I look young, but I come from a different time. I have had a beeper in my day. And it wasn't even to sell weed yet. It was so my mom could tell me to come home. I come from a different time. I saw Blockbuster get put out of business by Netflix. I saw one of my favorite, Toys R Us, get put out of business by Amazon. I saw heroin get put out of business by fentanyl. I come from a time where you could find a mystery bag of powders on the barroom floor and go home and have a good night. Nowadays, you have to know chemistry to take that cocaine home. I didn't come from free love like the hippies, but I at least came from mystery bag of powders is okay. But a hippie feels safe in Denver because you guys might legalize pot. Kind of put me out of a job, though. Nobody tells you what happened to the weed man, the one that made it out. He delivers pizza now. DoorDash, and these people with the snowboard racks on the top of their car looking like police, they're slowing down your food, I'm sorry. They're not even real cops. Okay, but I've got a little bit of gray in my beard, and I'm still doing this comedy thing, so you can say I'm going through a midlife. But my generation just doesn't know how to do a midlife crisis correctly. My dad, he bought a Corvette, spins in circles. My generation doesn't have Corvette money. So a midlife crisis for my generation looks like a 35-year-old should be trading recipes with the other moms at school, but instead this weekend she's getting her head shaved. Britney Spears, that's a midlife crisis for my generation. I'm still trying to date. But you guys think it's easy being a hippie, because I don't have a real job. But how many times have you used your job to get out of doing things you didn't want to do? These people know I don't have to work in the morning. I had to move a fish tank on Tuesday. I have to go out to Limon this weekend to pick up a pit bull. I thought it would be nice if my friend got over his breakup with his girlfriend by getting off of my couch. But instead, we're getting a dog this weekend. Sometimes it'd be nice to have a real job, be a real boy. But a hippie feels safe, Now that you guys legalize pot, I'm not too worried about the government, looking in on our lives. But, it's the time of the year when I do Spotify Wrapped, and I feel like the NSA, if they're going to be watching us, they should give us some stats, right? Am I actually the worst driver in Denver, or is that just what my ex-girlfriend says? They have this information. I feel like I'm in the top 1% of texting I'm on the way while still laying in bed. My numbers are high. They have this information. Any parents in the crowd? There might have been one? Yes, good. Hippies, we don't have a lot of kids because we're pretty childish. You guys keep track of how good your kids are doing with the height on the wall? We keep track of the length of our hair as the last time we saw a judge. I'm doing pretty good. But my buddy, his parents are hippies. And growing up is confusing enough. But how do you go through that rebellious phase when you've got hippie parents? Get a job, go to school, get a degree, hopefully not vote Republican. It's kind of hard to run away from your dad's teepee, and he chases you down on horseback and says, "It's cool, bro, we can talk about it." But hippies did some good things for society. They invented the word grounded. Take away the TV, take away the tablet, get grounded. Before that, we just beat our kids. I think I'm still grounded. A spooning, my buddy, his parents are hippies, mine are not, and a spooning in his family means laying with your lover. A spooning in my family means getting hit with a wooden spoon when you try and taste the gravy too soon. So my buddy, he's got hippie parents, he got to choose his own punishment when they got in trouble. I was like, what does that even mean? He goes, yeah, we got caught toilet papering and I couldn't see my best friend for a week. I got to choose the stick my grandma would whoop me with off of the tree. Differences when you got hippie parents. But last, I took them to Burning Man, and I'm going by Bear Love, not my birth name. And their parents are hippies, so their parents named them Blu-ray and Solmar. And they were like, what's our Burning Man name, Bear? And they realized they already came with a Burning Man name. So the whole Burning Man, they went by Bob and Sam. You go by Bob, I'll go by Sam. It's perfect.